Hi everybody, it's Valerie. How are you? I wanted to pop on today and play around with my new paper pumpkin. It came on Saturday and I had planned to do a video yesterday and then it just snowballed from there. It just didn't happen. So I thought I would get on here today. We could make the cards that are in the kit, plus also maybe do a couple of alternatives because it's always fun to do the alternatives. And I'm trying to share my video here, get it pulled up. Let me see. There we go. Got it shared. Perfect. All right, so now I did open my box yesterday because I was just wanting to look at it. I'm gonna turn my volume up here. Hi Donna, how are you? Hope you're having a great day. Now my box got a little bit crumpled in the mail. Not too bad. So it could still be used to make a box of sunshine to mail with it. But let's open it up, see what we have inside. It came with a basic black Stampin' Spot. And if you are familiar with Stampin' Up, you know this used to be our main black ink. And they don't make it in the large pads anymore, so getting it in the small pad is fantastic on the little Stampin' Spot. You get your little directions with all your photos, and it shows you the cards. There are 4 different cards, 2 of each design. And then, of course, with your box, we have a label and all the little things to decorate the label here, so then you can mail out a box of sunshine filled with goodies, or actually filled with the finished cards or something for someone as a gift. So I'm going to set those aside and we'll look at our stamp set. It has You Are Loved, Sending, and then of course you got Sunshine. So Sending Sunshine, Sending a Smile, Hello. This one says A Little Something to Brighten Your Day. You've got the sun, you've got this little abstract with the little lines. So it's just a cute little stamp set. It's perfect. I love it. Hi Ingrid, how are you? We have some dimensionals, love getting the dimensionals in here. And we have some of these fantastic little adhesive sequins. And these are so similar to the Artistry Blooms adhesive back sequins. And actually they may even be one of the colors that's in there. I'd have to open them up just to look, just to see for sure, but I think they are. They are, look, perfect. So you get a sheet of those. So that's always a bonus with Paper Pumpkin, is you get some kind of embellishment, so you always have extra pieces. Trust me, I always have extra pieces. We have, how many sheets of these? 4 sheets of these little die cuts. Look at those, aren't those fantastic? They have all that gold embossing on them with the pineapples, the lemons, the sun, and the leaves. So 4 sheets of those. And these envelopes. I cannot tell you how much I love these envelopes. That is another thing with Paper Pumpkin. You get fantastic decorated envelopes. These are all the same, but look at that gorgeous gold outlining. And then of course, let me see if there's anything on the inside. Nope, the inside of these ones are plain because they've got all that gold embossing on the outside. We'll set those aside. This is the label for the front of your box. These are the stickers that you would use to make your address label and what we will decorate the box with for sending the box to someone. We have some white with gold. These are like the tailored tag punch. These are just little banners. Those are going to be for our sentiments. And then let's grab the rest of the cards. Now, of course, this was all wrapped in the beautiful yellow tissue. Sarah has some more ideas in here. Sarah is the one who helped design this. She is the CEO of Stampin' Up. And she's showing you, go ahead and use that. We have mini Paper Pumpkin boxes. Look at how cute those are, that you can use to make little tiny boxes of sunshine for people, which I think is fantastic. And then of course it shows her kit here, and then she's added some extra goodies in there that she's gonna mail to someone. So that is what this month's kit is all about, is sharing with others. All right, so let's see what our cards look like. We have 2 with this gorgeous watercolor wash, 2 with the gold sunshine, 2 with another beautiful watercolor wash, and 2 with the gold and white stripes. And now there are also these other cardstock stickers that are polka dot, and there's smaller rectangles and then there's 2 large rectangles on each one. So those are what we are working with today. So let's get started. Let's just start. We'll grab one of each card. And I know I'm babying my finger because I cut it the other day, and every day since I've cut it, I have bumped it. And I'm like, okay, I really have to like be a little more careful because I'm just gonna keep bumping it and re-injuring it if I don't slow myself down. So I'm kind of holding it off to the side a little bit. I made sure it was good and covered. I didn't want to scare any small children because it really does kind of look gross without the bandages on it. So let's see what our directions say. And I actually, you know me, I kind of go by my photos more than my directions, but the first thing they do is they stamp all of their sentiments onto the little banners and the little tailored tag punches. So I'm just going to put the little directions right here next to us. And we'll start by getting all the cards folded in half first. Get that done. Use the bone folder on them. If you have not received this month's, I hope there are going to be refills because it is a gorgeous kit. And so I'm really hoping there are going to be refills because I really do love this one because it's so bright, it's so cheery, and I think it's great. Hi Aunt Sherry, how are you? And I think even just making, like if you make the entire box, you have 8 cards total, you could give away a set of 4 cards so you have enough for 2 sets for 2 friends or 2 family members or whoever you might want to share them with. So I always think getting these kits is good for that reason because you can make a gift for someone else with it. It's fun for you to do, but it's also fun to give to someone. All right, so we'll start with this very first card on the left, this one, the one that says Sending Sunshine. So we're gonna grab that sunshine stamp and we are going to grab Sending, and then we also need, let's just take that whole plastic thing off. We need the sun, and we need these little dotted lines. Let's see what we get. And now, because it came with just the little basic black Stampin' Spot, that's the only color we used. We're gonna be stamping everything with basic black. Now, when you get your kit, you can do whatever colors you wanna use. You can use any colors. It doesn't matter. It's obviously completely up to you. Now, what I like to do with my grid paper is sometimes kind of line up my stamps. And you know, when you get these photopolymer ones, the first time they are super sticky, and they will stay super sticky. You can wash them with warm soap and water. Just make sure you have something so they don't, you know, end up going down the drain. And I think I want Sending to be just a little bit closer to Sunshine, so I'm going to move that down a little bit and see how it looks. I have a little piece of fuzz on there. We want to get that off because we don't want that sticking to messing up our stamped image. And see, now that I don't have it on the grid, I've got it all crooked again. Let's set it on the grid and then I'll stick it back down like this. So the edges of those are going to touch just a little bit, but that looks pretty good. Well, that looks pretty straight. Sending Sunshine. Grab a block for our sun, and then we should be ready to start. Now I'm just going to go ahead and use my Memento because I'm going to use that basic black as a little giveaway. I like to save those for that reason. So we want to stamp a sun on here. Look at that sun. It kind of reminds me, whenever I see that type of drawing or that type of art, it's like Aztec-ish, if that makes sense. So I really kind of like the way that looks, the way that they designed that little sun. It's super cute. And then we're going to stamp these little lines on here. Now they just did one, but I'm going to do 2. Why not? Let's just do another one kind of off to the bottom and right just a little bit, because you can do these any way you want. You can make them your own. You don't have to follow the instructions exactly. All right, we'll grab one of these cardstock stickers. Now these are pretty thick, and I'm really excited that there are lots of these, because I would definitely use these to make other projects with, for sure. Now look at my Band-Aid's not sticking, so guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna add some Stampin' Seal to the edge of that Band-Aid to keep it stuck down. Let's see if I got any on there. I'm actually rolling it right over my finger. I think I got some on there. Hopefully it stays. That's what I get for using inexpensive bandages today. All right, we need our labels, because we want to get Sending Sunshine, and we want it to fit on one of those tailored tag shaped pieces. Perfect. I love that. I love that font that they used for Sunshine. It just makes me happy. It makes me smile. I think it's a fun font. And then we'll just throw some dimensionals on the back of that. And you could use your mini ones, that's fine too. I like to use the ones that I already have open before I open a new one. But especially if this is your first kit, use the ones that come in your kit, because it's exactly what you need. We'll put our Sending Sunshine on there. And then we can decorate with some of our little, I'm just gonna call them Artistry Blooms, because they are just like the Artistry Blooms adhesive back sequins. They are the exact same color, everything. So we're just gonna decorate with a couple of these. And there's our first card. How simple was that? Like, that was super easy. And now you could also take the inside of your card, add a little bit to it if you want to put a little bit of that sun down in the bottom. You could put some up at the top, whatever you want to do, if you want to add something on the inside. So there's card number 1. Let's go ahead and do card number 2, which will be this gold and white striped one. And this one's going to be fun, because this one's going to have the sentiment, "You are loved," and we're going to use one of those die cut pineapples for it, which I love those die cuts. I think these die cuts are just gorgeous. So we'll pop out one of those die cut pineapples. How pretty is that? It's just so, they're so vibrant. That's what I love about them, is they're really vibrant. Then we need "You Are Loved." That is the sentiment that they used for this one. And then we'll grab those labels again. And I'm sure you've noticed and you've seen me do it before, but I try to leave my labels connected, so that way it's easier to, you know, right where you're stamping. They're all just right there. You can actually stamp all 3 of them, you know, however many you want to do at once, and then take them out of the sheet if you want to after you've stamped them. You know, I could go back and re-ink and stamp all of these, and then they're all ready, and you can keep them like that, and then you don't lose them, and you can use them on other cards, because again, we're going to have extra of these. Best part about Paper Pumpkin, you get extra supplies. You end up with extra goodies. All right, we're gonna need some dimensionals. This is a super duper easy one. That is the only stamping that they did on this one, was the sentiment, because we got this already embossed pineapple with the gold. And that's gonna go on first. We're gonna add that pineapple first. And then they added the cardstock sticker. Now, because this is sticky all the way across and I don't want it to, I want it popped up the whole length, I'm gonna put 1 dimensional on this side, and I'm gonna put 2 right here on this side. And then I'm gonna peel the adhesive backings off from those and then stick it. We'll keep it from sticking down where I don't want it to. There, and then that keeps that popped up, which is perfect. Now we're gonna add the You Are Loved, and we're gonna go ahead and put some dimensionals on the back of that too. Might as well throw some dimensionals on all of it, right? And then the last thing we'll have to do is add some of those sequins, and card number 2 will be done. Super simple, right? But super gorgeous. I love it when you have something like this that you've got photo instructions, you've got some written instructions, and your own imagination to go ahead and just make these cards what you want. But it works out so nice because it's easy for you to plan them and create them. But you have a gorgeous product when you're done. All right, so there's card number 2. All right, card number 3, we'll go ahead and do this sunshine card with the sun rays there. This one. And that one also involves one of those die cuts. It involves the little gold embossed sun with that watercolor wash. And then they use one of those banners again, but this time we're going to use the hello. So let me just grab a small block for that because we don't need a huge block. And they stamp it off to the right because that's the only part of that banner that's going to be shown is that little right hand part. So we'll just stamp it, have it ready to go. Also need another one of these black and white cardstock stickers. It's going to go on the front here. Throw some dimensionals on the back of this. And you know how I like to do it with my little triangle. It's always a good way to do that. And now before we stick the sun on, we kind of want it to cover that part of that hello, part of that banner. So we need to make sure our banner is stuck down first. And I'm just going to use a little bit of the Stampin' Seal Plus to stick that down. And then we'll add our sunshine all over the top of that. Perfect. Add a couple of the little sequins. Loving these sequins. I think they're super cute. I love the iridescent sparkle that they have. I know you know me, you know I like sparkly things, so these are perfect for me. Let's do our 4th card, and then let's turn it over and see what the alternates are, because I haven't even looked at what the alternate cards are. This one's going to use the lemons, so we're going to use the last of this sheet. So you figure we had 4 cards. And we used 1 sheet of these, but we got 4 sheets of these. So technically you would have 2 sheets of these left to use for something. Isn't that great? Like I think that's fantastic. I think that's a great reason to purchase a paper pumpkin. All right, we're gonna add this cardstock sticker a little to the left. Not all the way, but just a little. And then we have both of our lemons. One of them is gonna go, looks like one is flat. and one is dimensioned. So we'll just add a little bit of Stampin' Seal to the back of one, and then also to one set of the leaves, because the leaves we'll add our leaves on there. Oh no, don't stick yet. Now these lemons have that embossing, but they have the little dots, some little gold embossed dots, which I think are great, and I kind of want that to show. So I'm gonna flip the lemon this way so that will show. And then I'm gonna do the same with this one. We're gonna add dimensionals to the back of it. I don't know if I need a dimensional on that. Hang on, let me see. Let me go ahead and stick this together and then figure it out. Maybe if I just stick the leaf, you know, kind of to that dimensional. There we go, perfect. Then I don't really need another dimensional. I'm just gonna put this lemon on a little bit different angle. And then we are gonna use the sentiment, a little something to brighten your day, which I love that. I think that's super cute. Hi Melanie, how are you? Thanks for joining and thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. We'll grab another block. We'll ink that up and we're going to use one of those tailored tag shaped die cuts. Love that. I love that sentiment. I can see myself using this stamp set over and over. You know, at the end of the year, if you do a 1-year subscription to Paper Pumpkin, you have 12 new stamp sets. How great is that? A lot of times I don't think people realize when they're thinking about, they're like, oh, well, I don't need a subscription, you know, but throughout the year, you're going to buy stamp sets, you're going to buy embellishments, you're going to buy those kind of things. So doing a subscription is a fantastic way. Oh, good. Melanie got her kit. Fantastic. I know, isn't it great? I love this kit. It's so gorgeous. Decorate it with a couple of the embellishments. And then we should be done. I think that's everything that was on that card. Another, whoop, pop it off right onto the paper, you know, wherever. Put it wherever you want. All right, I'm just probably gonna put 3 on there. And then what I love about the iridescent is sometimes when you get it at a certain angle, these kind of look green when they're on that black. So let me put one more small one on there up here. Because when I was looking at this photo, I was like, why do those look green? We didn't get green. But when I'm looking at it right here, you may not be able to see it from your angle, but those look green to me from with the way they are sitting. So, all right, let me show you those 4 cards and then we'll flip it over and see what the alternatives look like. Maybe we'll make a couple alternative cards. Those are so beautiful. I cannot wait to give this as a gift to someone. All right, let's flip it over and see what some of the alternatives are. Okay, this one's kind of cute. This one they used a mini paper pumpkin box for. This one they've used some other, let me see if it says, it doesn't really say what they used on that one, but we can definitely make this one because we have all the supplies right here in front of me for that one. So let's do that one. Let's grab that card that had the sun rays, because that is the one they used. We'll go ahead and fold that one in half. They use that same sentiment that we just used, a little something to brighten your day, and they stamped it exactly on the same. Just stuck my finger in the ink on that little tailored tag style die cut. So we've got that stamped. We're gonna use not even a full piece of one of these die cuts here. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to, because I don't want to cut it while it's still sticky. I don't want to peel it and cut it is what I'm trying to say. So I am going to grab my trimmer and I'm just going to trim it in half right down the center like that. So now, you know, right down the center of this label is what I was saying. So now I have that partial label like they did on theirs. Add that on there. They added one of the pineapples, and like I said, we have 2 extra sheets of these die cuts once we finish our cards. There are 2 extra sheets, so super easy to use these to make something super cute. That pineapple goes on there. We're gonna add the sentiment. And of course, we're gonna use dimensionals on the back of these because we like them popped up. They look so cute when they're all popped up. So do any of you have plans for the rest of your evening? I know Melanie, obviously, like she just said, she's gonna be working on her paper pumpkin. Yeah, I'm not sure if they are this. I think they are a little bit smaller, like a little bit thinner, Melanie, than the tailored tag, but they're basically the same shape. And I don't have, the sad thing is I don't have the tailored tag punch. So I have 2 punches that I'm missing, the balloon bouquet and the tailored tag, and I need to get those. So I have the full collection. Add that pineapple, and then it looks like all those little rays are coming right out of the pineapple. And so what I did here was I added 2 dimensionals because this is going to be coming off the side of the pineapple. But then I also added some of the Stampin' Sale Plus on this end because that'll stick to the pineapple. And then that just goes right across there. Add some of our cute embellishments. And what a simple, different way to make one of these cards, but super gorgeous. Just with using the supplies that are in here. You didn't even have to get any extra supplies. It's all stuff that came in the kit. So there's that one. Let's decorate our box in a minute, but let's do one more alternate card. Let's come up with something. We got this. We can do this on our own. We'll use maybe, oh look, there's my, I knew there had to be glue dots in here somewhere because there's always glue dots and I didn't see them. Actually kind of want to use that one. Let's use that yellow watercolor wash. And let's maybe do something with these little lines because these are cute. I'm just going to kind of angle them and stamp up a little bit and see what we get. It's kind of cute, a little bit crooked, but kind of cute. Then we can maybe toss in some of our black and white polka dot cardstock stickers here. Bring this one down a little bit. It's kind of cute, kind of like that. And then maybe we'll add in, we can either do lemons, we could do the sun. Let's see what we got. Let's punch them out and see what we think looks better. The sun kind of blends in. The lemons kind of blend in too, actually, but not as much. So let's use some lemons on this one because we've got that extra green there with the leaves, so we'll use those. And I would like to use, what haven't we used on here? Smile. Let's just use Smile because we haven't used, that's the only stamp that we haven't used yet. So let's use that. Let's grab another small block. We've got all these little labels. Melanie thinks we should use the sun. All right, so let's figure it out. Let's see where Smile, if we wanna, it kind of goes over. We kind of need this tag. Let's do it on the left and see how we like it. So let's see, let's try the sun then instead of the lemon, since we've got suggestion going on over there. And I just smudged my ink because I pulled it off too quickly. Actually, it's kind of cute with the sun on there. So maybe we will use the sun instead of the lemons. Good suggestion, Melanie, thank you. All right, I'm gonna restamp that because I totally smudged it. I'm gonna have to give it a second to dry. And then I love this sun, and I know it sounds, almost feel like I should put some lines on it, just for fun, just because I can, just to do something a little different. So then we'll kind of line it up with that, and it'll kind of all go together. I'll throw some dimensionals on the back of it while we're letting that sentiment dry, fully dry. And then throw some dimensionals on the back of the sentiment as well. I'm actually gonna cut just a little bit off the end of this because it's kind of sticking, and I wasn't thinking of that. I should have just done this flat, but that's all right. We're gonna throw it on here just like this. Once you get your little sun over it, you're not gonna know that we cut that end off. It's just gonna be our secret. Let's hope I moved it over far enough. I did. So now I can line up my little lines that I stamped on my sun. Cute. Kind of cute. We'll add a couple of little sparkles here and there just to give it a little more pizzazz. It's just a cute little alternate card. So that, like I said, that's just with the supplies that came with our box. Now let's decorate our box real quick because this will be labeled and I will use it to gift my cards to someone, or maybe a box of little sunshine goodies. Let me grab the label. So you start out, you have this gorgeous Whisper White and gold trim label, and basically it's gonna just cover up this paper pumpkin right here. Obviously you're gonna have this box of sunshine on the back and your box of sunshine on the side, but this is where you can address your box, is right from here. And then as you can see, the box already has a sunshine on it with all the little rays coming out. And let's see how they decorated their box. They pretty much added everything. They added some of the little polka dot stickers on here, which I'm gonna do mine over just a little bit because I want a little more room to write my address on. And then I think I'm going to add the pineapple kind of right on the edge, and then maybe a couple of the lemons, but I actually like it with just the pineapple. I don't necessarily want the lemons, I'm not sure. Grab that sunshine sticker, put it up here in the corner with the sun. And then let's see if we want to do some lemons or not. Kind of maybe, because that will add a little bit more green to the front of our little box. Because we have the little green leaves for the lemons. And then maybe add one on this side, so they're not all on the same side. And there, perfect. Now my box is decorated, so I can address it or just put a to and from on it. If I'm hand delivering it, you know, it just depends. Go ahead and show you the cards we made. I'll put them out one one by one. We have a couple of extras. And then there's these two were our alternates. So I hope you enjoyed today's paper pumpkin videos. And I hope you have fun making your paper pumpkin. Don't forget about July's paper pumpkin. It's going to be a fun one. I posted a little post earlier with some pictures that have some little clues. It's firecrackers and carnivals and fireworks, I think it said, something like that. Fireflies, fireworks, and I don't remember. Something like that. But go ahead and check it out, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow for Update Tuesday. Bye.